Hi everyone and welcome to this quick sun salutation flow. This one's a great one to do first thing in the morning to get yourself energized in a gentle way for the rest of your day. So let's get on the mat. So starting at the top of your mat, feet hip width apart, spreading the toes nice and wide, roll the shoulders up and back, palms facing forwards, a little bit of softness in the knees. And we're going to begin with a few deep breaths in through the nose and then sigh it out through the mouth. So inhale in and let it go. Again, inhale and let it go. One more time, inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle the fingers, take a little bit of a shake out through the hand, shake out through the head gently, left and right. Maybe shake out the feet here. Just get that energy moving around the body, especially if it is first thing in the morning that you're doing this. And then find some stillness. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Palms come together up above the head, really reaching up. Full body stretch. Maybe even come up onto the tiptoes here. Inhale. And then exhale, hands down to heart center. Again, we're going to inhale, find a little bit of softness in the knees as you inhale, reaching out and up. And then this time, exhale, fold all the way forwards over the legs. So this might be feeling really tight, especially if it is first thing in the morning, like I say. So just take a little rock side to side. Find a really deep bend in the knees. So we're not trying to lock out the legs at all. Just finding softness here. Maybe take a little bit of a bounce or rock side to side. Relaxing the head and the neck. On the next inhale, lift up halfway. Hands to the thighs, the shins, maybe even fingertips to the floor. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Crown of the head pulling forwards and the sit bones back behind you. And then as you exhale, fold forwards again, soften those knees once more. We're going to inhale, roll all the way back up through the spine. Really take your time here as we begin. Be nice and gentle with the body. Arms are reaching up. As you exhale, bring the hands all the way back down to heart center. Again, we're going to inhale, reach down and up. As you exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up, arms reach. Exhale, hands down to heart center. One more half salutation like that. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold it forwards over the legs. Inhale, halfway, flat back. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, arms coming all the way up. Again, full body stretch, maybe coming up onto the toes as you inhale and then exhale. Bring the hands all the way down to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, fold it forwards over the legs. Inhale, halfway, flat back position, lifting up. As you exhale, fold forwards. From here, we're going to step it back into a plank position, just holding it there for a moment. You can always drop the knees down if you need to. Bum is in line with the rest of the body, pressing the mat away with the hands, gaze down in between the hands. And then exhale, soften the knees, drop the chest and the chin down into 8-angle pose. So it might be quite hard to keep the hips lifted here, so you can always lower them down, that's fine. And then on your next inhale, we drop the hips and lift the chest into baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet down, lifting up, using the strength of the back muscles. Maybe we hover the hands off and then just lightly press them back down. So that way we're really engaging through those back muscles and lifting up. And then from here, press all the way back into a child's pose just for a moment. Forehead down towards the floor. Maybe find a little sway side to side. We're moving nice and gently, nice and easy to begin with. Inhale, roll it back up through tabletop. Tuck the toes under and find your first downward facing dog, maybe first downward dog of the day. Take a little pedal out through the feet, bending through one leg and then the other. Gaze back in between the knees to keep a nice long neck, long spine. And then gaze in between the hands, slowly walk all the way up into a forward fold again at the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms coming up overhead as you reach up. And exhale, hands all the way down to your heart center. That was our first full sun salutation. Inhale again, reaching up. As you exhale, fold forwards and down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. Step it back into a plank position. And again, lower the knees, chest and the chin down. Inhale, slide the hips down, lift the chest up, baby cobra again, lifting. And then exhale, this time we come through tabletop, straight back into a downward facing dog. Take the gaze in between the hands, slowly step it up into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway left, flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, arms coming up overhead, reach. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. This time, we can either stick with our step back, or if you want to, you can take a little bit of a hop back into a plank position. As you exhale, we lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin down. Inhale, slide the hips down, lift the chest, baby cobra, and then press into the hands a little bit higher for cobra. Keep a nice softness in those elbows so we're not locking out through the arms and crunching into the lower back too much. We're nice and soft there. Roll those shoulders back, chest nice and proud forward, chin tucked slightly. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. Tuck the toes under, press it back through tabletop into downward facing dog once again. Take the gaze in between the hands. Step or maybe jump up to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Take your time rolling up. Reach the arms up when you get there and hands all the way down to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold forwards and down. Step or jump back into a plank position. This time lower the knees down and then come down halfway to the height of the elbows. This is chaturanga. Inhale, slide the hips down, lift the chest up, cobra. Exhale all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Take a paddle out through the feet here. And then gaze in between the hands, step or jump up into that forward fold. Inhale up halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, arms coming up overhead as you reach. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Just take a moment there, thumbs pressing into the sternum, open the chest, nice deep breaths. This time we're going to walk the toes to touch, spread the toes nice and wide. You've got a nice little surface area there. And then as you inhale, sink the bum down like you're sitting into an imaginary chair, lift the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose, lifting all 10 toes here, tuck the tailbone under. And then exhale, we fold forwards. Inhale up halfway, lift flat back. And exhale, fold. This time we're going to step the right foot back and drop that back knee down. Untop the toes, inhale, lift up into a low crescent lunge. Inhale here, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest, maybe gaze up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring the hands down. Frame that front foot, tuck the back toes under. Really press into the mat here, round the upper back to lift that left foot up and then step it back. As you exhale, you can come down either knees, chest and chin, or we come down through that chaturanga again, either with the knees lowered or lifted, halfway down. Inhale, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, send it up and back, downward facing dog. Take the gaze in between the hands. This time we're going to step the right foot up, in between the hands, drop that back knee down, untop the toes. Inhale as you reach up, sink through the hips, low lunge. Nice and active in those fingertips. And then exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring the hands down, tuck the back toes under, and this time we're going to step the foot up to meet the hands into a forward fold. Bring the toes to touch once again. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms down and up, Utkatasana, sit the bum down. And then lifting all the way back up, hands down to heart center into our steady pose, Samastitihi. One more time like that. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, sit the bum down. Inhale here, reaching. And exhale a little bit lower. This time we're going to interlace the hands back behind us, roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, dive the chest forward into a forward fold again, nice and soft through the knees. Maybe those arms peel a little bit further away from the spine in our forward fold. Gently releasing the hands all the way down to frame the feet. Step the right foot back and drop that back knee down. Inhale here, lifting up. And then this time, interlace the hands back behind you. Roll the chest open, roll those shoulders back, knuckles down towards the floor. Option here, so we've untucked the back toes. Option here to press into that back foot and see if you can lift the knee off. And then exhale, place it back down. Arms are reaching back up. And then hands down, frame that front foot, tuck the back toes under, lift that knee and step it back. As you exhale, either come down, knees, chest and chin, or halfway down, your choice. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, up and back into downward facing dog. Take the gaze in between the hands, step the right foot forwards, and drop that back knee down. Untuck the toes here, inhale, reach the arms up. And then interlace the hands back behind you, roll the shoulders back, knuckles down towards the ground. Again, maybe stay here like this, or press into the top of that back foot, seeing if you can try and lift that back knee off. And then lower it back down, hands come back to frame that front foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the knee and step it forward to our forward fold once again. Inhale up, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold forwards and down. Just pausing there for a moment. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows, swaying gently from side to side again. Nice deep bend in the legs. And then bring the hands all the way back down. We're going to inhale up halfway. And exhale, fold, bring the toes to touch again. Inhale up halfway into our chair pose. Sit the bum down, nice and active in those fingertips. Maybe lifting all 10 toes here, bringing the weight into the main part of the feet, engaging through the core. One more breath. And then lengthen the legs, reaching up. One last full body stretch here, maybe coming up onto the toes, lifting up, nice and active in those fingertips. And then exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Hands come down by your sides into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet maybe hip width apart or a little bit wider. Closing down the eyes, or take the focus down to the floor in front of you. Slowing down the breath. And we're going to end with those 3 releasing breaths that we did at the start. So inhale in through the nose and sigh it out. Inhale again. And exhale. One more inhale, because inhale you've taken all day. Keep it going. And then let it go. Perfect. Bring the hands all the way back to your heart center. Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining me for this Sun Salutation flow. If you're doing it in the morning, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you next time.